All right, welcome back to D&D. So, last time that we played, you were making your excursion through the undersea as you went through a kind of forest of, in essence, eelgrass. Found some strange things among the underseas, including a merfolk necromancer, a glowing cave, and what looks to be a crashed submersible that had been torn open and the crew disappeared.
Ah, yes. Problems.
But now you find yourself on a kind of cliff before it dives down further by about another 100, 200 feet, and you are find yourself overlooking a glowing green spectral ghost ship.
Ah, yeah, I
Are
think
we
we
still
found.
underwater right now? We are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Graham and say, on a scale of 1 to Graham, how haunted is that ship?
That's a solid 1 to 1.5 grams.
Sounds spooky. Do we have to go there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why
But
do
think
we
about
have to go there?
the treasure, Phil.
Is it just the treasure that we're going there for? Is it worth our lives?
The treasure, that's what I'm going there for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know,
I
you
think
like
I
treasure.
think I think I'm going off memory since it's been a while. I think the clue that we're looking for is based off of there.
Mhm.
Yeah, the next treasure hunt thing with the whole
But
Pirate King.
ghost ship,
Well,
That's
it sounds like we have
rebellion.
no choice but to go
right?
there.
Ghost ship haunted. There's gotta be treasure there, right? Right? Opium?
It, it
Opium?
might be cursed. It might be hella cursed.
You have removed curse.
You, yeah. Yeah. Graham just kind of sighs.
It's okay. We have alcohol for this.
Hmm.
I guess let's make our way there.
Okay. So you're traveling to this ghost ship?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. We ain't scared.
Okay.
Let me get my proton blaster and my ghost trap. All right, let's go.
Yeah. You should be seeing the ghost ship now.
Yep.
Yeah, as you approach, you can see that there's a number of spectral entities that are kind of running around the ship.
do
I bet they're
any of them
friendly.
do any
Hey,
look like they don't belong there and they just are drawn there because they kick the bucket, so to speak, trying to get treasure?
Make a perception check.
I will once I find my character sheet.
I will also do that. Can I do a religion to try to get a spiritual feel for what I'm seeing?
Yes,
I
you
shall
can.
I shall perceive authority.
Fern.
17.
Wow, that's a good.
I
Seven, eight.
perceive no authority.
Otto, you're not really dealing well with like the salt water in your eyes. Fern, however, you see that there are all the people on board the ship do look like they are meant to be there. However, you notice at the kind of base of the ship where it's resting on the ground, part of the hull has been torn open, and you can see that there are some bodies kind of like laid out down there.
Does she point this out?
Dead bodies.
They are in fact dead, yes.
I assume Fern points this out.
I would definitely
Do
do
they
that.
do
And
they look like they're just dead, or were they set up in like an organized, like maybe religious?
well, we'll do Graham's religion check first. So, Graham, you get the sense of a very powerful magic around this ship, necromantic in nature, obviously, and just a very powerful curse is definitely anchoring this ship and the spirits on it kind of to this location.
Hmm. Yep, this is bona fide spooky shit.
Uh,
Their souls is getting bound here.
Do you feel the origin of this curse, like on the ship?
And it's probably deeper aboard.
Sounds safe and fun.
Yeah, well, we're probably going to get attacked by every spirit that we see. They don't have a say in the matter, I reckon.
Do they?
How can we not be seen?
Uh, that's more your purview. I was just going to start swinging hammers.
Yeah, I'm ready to throw down spirits as well, honestly.
Fair enough. I'll try not to be seen.
You
Hard
just
to do
Kiki, you just
in this
do the
underwater
pilfering.
realm.
Okay, because I do have what's it called? Pass without trace.
Maybe that could be useful.
Perhaps we
Does
could
have a legitimate way of
not be seen.
So then they started blasting.
Okay.
Maybe set up an ambush, getting closer with it. And if we can get past without fighting, we will.
We need to get inside though, right?
So is there an actual non-murderous way to get on the ship? Also, can Fern see this thing?
What thing?
It's on the south side of the ship. I assume not, because I just it's more meta because of the barrels. I don't think we can see things up there.
It's harder to see up there, yeah.
Oh, because it's like above us.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also swim.
Oh, that is true. We are underwater.
Do they? If they don't really see us, can I swim up and? You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that because I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna do really bad on the stealth check and summon like Cthulhu on us. I'm not doing that.
Okay, are we sneaking or are we just gonna shoot them?
We can try to sneak closer and see what it looks like, whether we can get in.
Okay, let me do pass without trace.
Okay.
It basically adds like a what 10 to your stealth roll
Yes.
Checks.
Oh shit.
Nice.
to everybody, and yeah,
Nice.
it'll be everybody.
Thank you.
And it's
I think I still roll at
concentration.
disadvantage.
All right, can't wait to roll an 11.
11.
All right, we're gonna sneak out.
Are we sneaking up?
Yeah, so that's
Yes.
But you get plus 10 to
13.
that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like
Yeah.
everybody to give me a stealth roll if you are sneaking.
That's mine.
Okay.
Hey, I topped you by 1.
All right, so we're looking at a 13, a 26, 24,
No, 14.
14, and I get, yeah, and a 33.
Oh, okay, that should probably be all right.
A 33.
I feel like Graham and All don't know they rolled really bad.
No, you don't know what you rolled.
No, and they're saying just internally, do we just like fist bumps? Yeah, we're noisy as hell.
Fine. Yes, you have, to the best of your ability, to the best of your knowledge, you are sneaky.
Well, my knowledge is that I'm not sneaky. Okay. Go. So where are we gonna sneak? Like toward this direction right here? Right here.
It's up to you.
Stupid mouse doing stupid mouse things. Hang on.
Yeah, we're gonna go this way.
Where are we getting? Ed, can you ping that
I
again? Where'd
think
you want to go?
like, I'm gonna put myself just where it. I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
that
to the
makes
edge
sense.
there. I'm going right on top of you.
Ooh.
I got you, buddy. It's like they'll hit me before they hit you.
All right. As you approach to that, you can see you are now closer to the bodies that have been laid out. And you can also see a lot easier the hull of the ship, and it has been near where the water line is when it was, on the surface. A number of holes that look to have been punched through by cannonballs.
Good to know. Good to know.
Should we try to go in there?
Can I see into the hall? Like, I see this light, but I don't know if that light actually exists for us.
I mean, like, the whole glowing green lights. You can all see it.
Okay.
Makes
So
fits.
can I? So is it dark in there, or can I see with my dark vision if it is?
Make a perception check.
I will perceive with authority. A little better.
Sorry, you can't see inside, really. It's
I do. Can I try to look inside?
Yeah, can we all take a peek
Seems
there?
like a thing. 2 attempts.
all right.
Hang on, one more. Come on, you stupid thing. 17.
I like how in Pathfinder I roll really high. Here I roll like it's funny.
But looking
Such a-
inside the ship, you can see the kind of holes that have been punched through by the cannonballs. Each of these holes is pretty small, even smaller than Fern and Fiffle. It's just that a number of them have kind of raked the hull itself. The larger damage to the hull is pressed between like the ground and where the ship is resting. So while there is a kind of large gash on the underside of the ship, it is just kind of pressing against sand and stone right now. However, inside you can see what looks to be a cargo bay with a number of crates and barrels that have more or less rotted away.
What are the contents of this cargo bay?
Actually, you can see most of it looks to be silks that have since decayed. A lot of silverware that has been barnacled over. Number of crabs that seem to have moved in at a point. And fish kind of darting around.
Do like crabs.
Is it big enough for us to actually get in?
No, not from this side.
How do the guys look? Do they look active or like kind of wandering around listlessly?
Listlessly.
Okay.
And as you take a look, you can also notice that the bodies laid out in front look odd to you in some fashion.
Yeah, I wanted to see if
Odd
they
how?
like religious like setup or a ritual
Definitely
was done.
doesn't look like anything ritualistically done to them.
Like physically, like a medicine check type of thing?
You can make a
in
medicine
nature?
check.
Are they set up like in a magical like setup where they were maybe sacrificed?
One thing you notice is they have a number of wounds on them, but you notice that their clothes doesn't really match. Like their clothes looks undamaged.
Oh, like somebody like dressed some
Them
dead bodies?
afterwards?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes.
Make an investigation check.
Can I assist?
Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of
Yeah,
there.
I assist you.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead with the assistance.
Yeah, roll again. Or am I doing it?
Who is rolling? I guess.
I'm not good at investigation, so
Okay,
someone
I
else
will
can-
accept to investigate.
I don't know if I'm good at investigation or not.
I could
I'm
try.
very bad at it.
Instead of perceiving with authority.
Okay.
17.
Looking them over, this does appear to be the clothing that they were wearing.
Okay.
It looks to be kind of what you've seen for the various pirates, what they've worn. You can see on like the arms and chests and the neck, a number of tattoos. Fiffle, you actually recognize some of these tattoos as incorporating thieves' cant into them.
Interesting.
Hmm.
These tattoos are on these guys who are moving around here.
Nope, these would be on the bodies that are kind of like
Dead bodies.
on the ground right in front of you. Look to be like placed there from about 20 feet from the ship.
All right.
Like in this area, right?
Yeah.
Is this can't revealing in some way?
It would identify them as being members of the Free Sailors Alliance.
I remember those guys.
Did you mention that their bodies were placed in like a ritualistic fashion?
They've been placed. You can't determine right now if they are put down ritualistically.
What would that be? Religion?
Yeah, somebody hit that with a religion there.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm very bad at that, so I shouldn't do it.
Graham is in character. He's in inspector mode because this is like literally his wheelhouse.
Yep.
17 again.
It actually doesn't look like they've been put down in a ritualistic way. From the kind of way the bodies have been placed down, it looks more like they maybe have been dropped down.
Hmm.
Drop down from the ship.
Does look like maybe they were ejected from the ship and kind of just landed on the ground here.
How let me see here. Wouldn't their bodies have this is curses, I guess it's plausible. Shouldn't they have eroded by now or like animals eating the body?
Make a medicine check.
With authority.
Very fresh.
All right.
Authority.
Well, from what you can tell, these bodies are relatively fresh. At most, they are probably only a day or two old. You would expect animals to have started feasting on them at this point, but they do look relatively untouched.
Are these
poisoned?
Are these? What was it?
Cursed.
Are these the ones that? I gotta go to my spreadsheet here. The current pirate Amro's lackeys. Maybe the ghost took care of them.
Well, they are members of the Free Sailors Alliance, at least according to the tattoos that Fiffle was able to identify.
On the one hand, have we seen a lot of sea life as we've gotten nearer to the wreck, or are they all avoiding it?
Well, there are fish and crabs that are kind of inside this ship. This area is more devoid of sea life.
Okay. So
Something's driven away the fishes.
Uh-oh.
well, I think it's the spooky aura, but also it could be really fresh corpses that they just dumped, or they got depressurized out when that Kraken thing killed them.
Yeah.
Graham doesn't know what depressurization looks like.
None of these bodies are gnomes, if you're thinking they might be from the submersible.
Yeah, I mean, we got Free Sailors Alliance things.
As soon as you said the sailors, I didn't think gnomes.
Maybe they've been dumped here as tribute. Like there's a partnership with the Marrow.
Yeah, but I think these are like loyalists of Braxton. That's what I think. But
I could try to ask you speak with dead, but I think getting close would blow our cover if we were trying to infiltrate.
You're right next to the bodies right now.
Are we still stealthed?
Yeah.
For an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
The current investigation, looking over the bodies, has taken about 10 minutes. So you have 50 minutes left.
Good to know. Okay. Start thinking up your questions, guys.
Do we know what clue we're looking for here? Just that we're looking for some type of clue. There's nothing specific.
I guess you could ask them
leverage
here.
Okay, I have an idea, and it's stupid, and I want to try it.
Perfect. You know what? It's D&D. Do it.
Graham is going to link everybody's hands seance style and cast his Speak with Dead, and each of us will get a question.
Okay, I like that.
There's 5 questions, so we each get one.
Okay.
think he's lost his mind.
And remember, hang on, let me see if I can just quote the text. Because it doesn't have perfect knowledge or anything.
Yeah, it would have knowledge that would be available only. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's not the
So
knowledge
the
won't be
corpse can straight
perfect,
up
but
lie to you too.
all right. One of the corpses looks to be a little bit more well dressed compared to the others. You
That'll be
suspect
the
maybe
one.
the leader. All right, so you go ahead and cast Speak with Dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you cast the spell, you kind of put the necromantic energy into the body to get the echo of its soul, and the body regards you lifelessly.
All right. Who wants to speak first?
I was a little tempted to do honor among thieves kind of thing, but I refused.
I will ask it, why was the Free Sailors Alliance targeted? Is that good?
The body kind of speaks. We came here to get the clue. Killed by the ship's crew.
Man, if you commit
Biffle sort of looks around for the ship's crew.
Fiffle sees a number of spirits kind of listlessly just drifting around on top of the ship.
Okay. So we know how they died. We know why they're here. Who will speak next?
You're really tempting me to like have the bodies answer those questions.
Oh, yikes.
I appreciate that you're not.
did you find the clue?
Found where it was under the ship. Didn't see what it said.
Is it still there?
Yes.
What dangers await us inside?
Ship's crew is hostile and powerful curse protects the ship. And that was 4 questions, I believe.
Yep.
I think we just have current question left.
Yeah. Let me think.
I don't want to take your turn for you, but if you want ideas, ask.
Yeah. Go ahead.
How do we defeat the curse?
That's a good one.
Fern asks how they defeat the curse.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy the crew. Don't remove curse. Set foot on dry land.
Okay.
Upon your final question, the necromantic energy leaves the body and it returns to its dead state.
All right. Good work on that, y'all.
And it didn't take like half an hour like it normally does. That was actually really good. I like that.
Yeah, it just came to me like, why not to go lean in on spooky?
You know what? That did you like that seance idea? Take an inspiration.
Yay!
So it's under the ship. Should still be there. We need to remove the crew to Uncurse the ship?
Probably going to be fighting a bunch of spirits. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
Yeah.
and with Lost Dead, if you destroy them, they're just going to come back anyway. So it's not like we're obliterating their souls. Usually, we might obliterate them all depending on how the necromantic magic works.
Okay.
Graham just discussing this like business casual.
Graham in his slacks and button up.
Did you learn this in necromantic school, Graham?
Oh yeah, this is some bona fide necromancy. This is the kind of shit that I went to school to learn how to stop.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So we should probably get ready for a rumble, unless you think we could sneak aboard. Looking down over it.
Does everybody have their temporary hit points right now?
Oh, good thought. Do I have?
Checking, because I have given myself that, as if I've given everyone that. But
Okay, Jack, you give your I think it's a 10-minute speech.
yes, I will.
Okay.
I'll give a little hype up speech for everyone about how we're going to win and that nobody should be scared of a couple of spirits because we're going to kick ass.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
Yes. Let's go. 12 hit points. For
Okay.
me.
Nice.
Here, smite shit.
So 10-minute speech, 5 minutes to speak to the body. So you have 35 minutes remaining on your pass without trace.
Well, if we want to try to infiltrate,
Let's do it.
Should we pick what
Or we are
side?
going to have to kill the crew anyway.
There.
we
Sorry,
could
Ed,
spend
what was-
another couple minutes watching to see if there's any pattern to their wanderings, and if not, just kind of look for a lull where enough of them are away from one spot to try to sneak in through it.
Sure. Give me an investigation. How long do you want to watch them for? It's going to be
Probably like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Make it a nice half hour. Any objections?
No.
Sounds good.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be a pattern to their kind of floating around, but you do see a point where there are less of them around an area where there's kind of a crack in the top deck that leads further below the ship.
Graham will point it out and start shuffling that way.
Okay. So we'll move some of these guys around as they have begun to kind of drift about. And you see kind of an opening right around here where the mast has fallen.
Stealth checks.
Oh, you already did the stealth check.
Okay. Then let's try to sneak in and then see what's down there if we can safely ingress.
Okay. Just go put your characters where you want them on the deck here. Okay. Jackie goes up kind of towards the top deck near where the you see one of the spirits is very well dressed compared to the others. You suspect him to be the captain.
Okay. I use my secret hand gestures to communicate that to the rest of the group.
You know what? Everybody who sees Jackie, give me an investigation check to determine if you can figure out what his secret hand gestures are saying.
What the hell's an aluminum falcon? Oop, wrong button.
Okay.
You intimidated your gestures.
Mm.
Yeah, Autogram, you're not really sure what Jackie's saying with his hand gestures, but Fiffle and Fern are like, oh, the captain, yes, obviously.
Got it.
Fern does a
Great.
thumbs up.
Great.
I feel like his hand gestures are just like end up wearing like a really fancy hat on his head, and Graham and I are just too dumb to figure that out.
He's just drunkenly, like, gesturing with his hands.
We're having Kaido flashbacks. Kaido and Hank when he got on his hat arc.
Yes. All right. But yes, you are floating above the deck. You can see where the mast has fallen. It has kind of cracked open the wood, and it's kind of resting on it. The wood itself of the ship is odd to you.
Is Graham familiar with what this would be like?
Make a religion check.
Nice.
Graham, you know that this wood should have decayed a long time ago, considering when you know that this ship had sunk. So the wood itself seems to be permeating with the curse itself, and it is infused with a powerful spiritual energy. It looks like the spirits and the ship are all connected to each other.
Mm. It's all part of the same thing as far as the ritual is concerned. Getting rid of one will get rid of the other. So there's nothing for it. You all want to get to an ambush position?
Do it.
Do you want to start like on one side and work our way up, or
I'll let the stealth people decide because they know better how they can get away if they get cornered. And then we can, like, the loud crew can just be opposite them as a flank. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Um, so we're still underwater, so the bow shots are cut in half.
Mhm.
Piffle sneaks over, like, I feel like if I'm by the mast, it'd be too far. Also,
can
there's
can we
guys and others, like, there's dead bodies and not dead bodies, or what are the two things? Two guys.
The corpses were down this way.
These and these.
These are all kind of like spirits. You
I'm
can see
assuming
the
these are like heavy.
translucent and spectral in nature.
I'm assuming these are like heavy hitting, like like elite guard from like when we fought that pirate battle.
Make a perception check.
Yes, I will proceed with authority.
So Piffle,
Nope.
You're
I
not
think, is
sure.
actually going to stay here hiding, like, by the edge of the ship while everybody else fans out.
Okay.
Get them on the ropes, guys.
Fern can like float over here, I guess.
Receiving with authority sucks, but doing
Mm.
medicine checks with authority seems to be my cup of tea.
All right. Fifthel, are you kind of like crouching? Like, how are you hiding among like the hull and the cannon there?
I'm like hiding amongst the ropes and things. It must be all around.
I
Okay.
Piles of ropes, barrels.
I have a question. Can I see this guy over the mast? Or is the mast that like thick that I can't see, or I can barely see him? Or
You'd be able to see him. Yes.
okay,
Uh,
that would affect my positioning. That's what I was wondering. I was assuming I could see him.
Fifthel, as you're like, because you're like tucked into the like among this area, right? You're like crouching and pressing against it. Is it a yes or a no?
As a yes.
Okay. As you touch the wood and press against this, the spirits on the ship seem to stop drifting listlessly and seem to become more active.
Really?
Oh, you've activated them.
And you can
When I
hear
touch
like
the
the
wood?
booming voice of the captain. Crew, alert! More visitors are aboard. Living flesh.
That's what I guess crouching turns.
When did we hear that?
You
Piffle
hear
like
it from up
furtively
above
takes his
here.
hand off the hull of the ship.
Sneaking and hiding for me, are you? Looking for the pirate captain's treasure?
Right now, I'm here on business, and that'd be you all.
Do you, I'm assuming, come out of hiding, Graham?
Yeah, like, have people positioned where they're going to be acting, or are they just going to stay put and we'll
Yeah,
move out?
where's the captain? This guy right here?
Yes.
Yeah, the funky looking guy.
Yeah, Graham will
Be
step
like-
out in the middle, like issuing a
I'm gonna
challenge.
be like hiding over here.
Okay.
And like I will be the diversion while they sneak to their wherever they want to be.
Where's Piffle?
There.
Yeah, the spirits kind of
Uh,
seem to.
Let's make the most impact. We can kill probably a couple things. I'm actually gonna be over here, so I'm not right next to the other guy.
The spirits begin to float down towards you, Graham. The captain floats forward. Just one of you, huh? Bit brave. Come to get Stormhammer's treasure. Only pirate I respect.
It's on the list.
Like I'm having this internal monologue on auto where it's like he's what's that thing where he gives that the bad guy just gives like the speech.
The
He's doing
monologue.
that.
Monologue.
The monologue, yeah.
There's
Stormhammer came here some time ago. Put his clue down. Told us to guard it from anyone who would come to collect it.
Why? Oh no, I'm not here. I'm hiding. Sorry. I didn't say that.
ignore me. All right. Well, there's enough death down here. It's coming to the surface without us leaving with that clue. So I think I'll be taking it now. Thank you.
And Tristan had just a few. Well, it's a bit hard to tell time down here. Came on behalf of Braxton. We corrected the issue. You hear from the same pirate admiral there? Is what I hear he's being called these days. When I fought him, he was just a worthless little captain. Before he and his wretched little witch sent us to the bottom of the sea and locked us down here, a cursed ankle around our necks.
Well, you might be bound here, but the enemy of your enemy could be your friend.
Not aligned with Braxton, then?
Oh, no, sir.
Well, then, we're allies in that regard, but Stormhammer, the only pirate who could ever get the best of Braxton Booth, has tasked us to protect the clue. He said he would send someone his way once he passed, but we're here to make sure that your metal be tested.
You may test it at your convenience. Graham squares up.
I like you, boy. Alright, crew. Kill him. And I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Yay.
I just like I picture Graham saying that test it at your convenience, and then he becomes a microwave. You're not taking this away from me, Matt. You are now a microwave in my cannon.
I did microwave fish that one session.
No
You
say.
call that one the break room hustle.
That might be the high. Wow, that's like maybe my highest ever initiative roll.
Wow, it seems the undead crew is a little slow on the uptake, but
Good.
I mean, I rolled a 3. Just immediately get gank squatted before anything happens.
well, Fern, you're up, and more to the point, you're hidden.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at that guy then.
Okay.
Seems like a good idea. Where's my... There it is.
All right. That hits. Go ahead, roll damage. Okay, 7 piercing damage.
I'll shoot him again.
And, oh, actually, check one thing just to make sure I'm not. Yes, that's what I thought actually. So this should be. That is. Yes. Okay, so both of those hit. Go ahead and. Yep. Alright, so. Your 2 arrows fly and they stick into this creature. And normally you would suspect that this wouldn't actually do as much damage as you thought because it's a ghost. However, because your longbow is a +1, it's magic, the arrows are able to do bypass its ability to avoid that kind of damage, leaving it what looks to be pretty well disrupted.
Okay, and then Aurora's just gonna come over here and try to bite him.
Alright. That does hit, and Aurora, does she have magic?
Yes, it was at, I forget which level it is, but her attacks do count.
Alright.
Magical.
Yep.
Yes.
So from there, Aurora kind of like rips through, and the spirit kind of just shrieks and is like fades away.
Hooray.
Hooray! That's all.
Murder!
Captain speaks up. Ha! More of ya. An ambush. Have at
Yeah,
thee
we're
then.
sneaky.
I'm picturing Fern saying that with like a cheeky ass grin, looking at the captain.
How did you not see that shiny wolf?
Alright.
Get dunked.
Oh, and actually, Fern and Aurora, did you wish to do anything else?
No, I'm good.
Otto, you're up.
I will swing at this guy.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, that misses.
And now.
And that does hit.
And I will. It's undead, so it's I do have. I have divine smite it.
Sure.
Level first. That. No.
Okay. So
That macro.
yeah. And your sword is magic, right?
Yes.
Yep. It actually says right here. Okay. So for a total of 22. Okay.
Nice.
Hey,
Good whack.
Let me just pull this up real quick. Okay. All right.
And I
Wait,
think
why
that
Fern is on here twice for some reason?
What?
she's that fast.
Ay, ay.
Okay, there we are. I just had to. Okay, we're gonna go with that 28.
And I think that's it. Let me just double check my page. It's a nice point to know, but you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right.
Sorry.
Fiffle, you're up.
All right. Let's see.
What the sneaking in this case would have given us anyway?
They were alerted, so Fern would have had the advantage on that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it wouldn't matter after that because they know we're here.
Yeah, the only one who would really be kind of hidden still is Jackie and Fiffle.
Okay. No, I was just kind of curious because that was my first time in that scenario.
Yeah, well, I think it really is the first time you've ever successfully snuck up on somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's exciting. It's
We're
like,
not used to being
God,
confident.
This is so fun, guys. Can I do this more?
Thanks,
No.
Pass Without Trace.
yeah, literally +10.
Yeah, that is pretty diesel.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do I even have a stealth
Hard to
penalty
tell.
anymore? I just realized. I
Piffle's
think
gonna,
I have medium armor now, so I don't. That has the disadvantage taken off. Oh well,
Yeah,
whatever.
you would pass the group stealth check anyway. So,
Ah, cool.
I'm gonna stab this guy
all right,
because he's too close for comfort.
all right. So you move up next to him and stab.
Yes.
Okay,
I just my
Have,
stick.
have we eliminated any of the spirits yet or no?
just one.
Okay, so the one that Lena and Ed were attacking is dead.
No, Lena Byrne took the one next to Aurora out herself, and then
Yeah. This,
Okay,
That one's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
he's gone to the other side
all right.
twice.
Fiffle, you hit, and you get the benefit of your assassinate bonus, which treats it like a critical.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
So yeah, just roll the damage.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
And your sneak attack twice as well. Okay,
Damn.
it's 30, 48.
take that, you spook.
That's inappropriate language. We'll talk
That
later.
is inappropriate. Yep.
Very insensitive.
Very accurate.
There's a lot of hurtful stereotypes out there, Fiffle.
About ghosts?
Yeah?
All right.
Yep.
You don't have to
say
sit through the
S
IDO
word.
sensitivity
Don't say
training.
the
Don't
S
worry.
word.
Yeah, I guess the Crossblades do need an HR department.
Oh God.
It's
That's
Graham.
true. That's the corporation.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
the guild grows.
Look, Jimmy and Jackson have a lot on their plate. They can't do that too.
You're not wrong.
Alright. Fiffle, you have stabbed. Do you wish to do anything else?
Probably bonus action disengage and kind of scarper over here.
Sure.
Did that spirit survive that assault?
It did,
Yeah.
yes.
Somehow.
Incredible. Incredible. Fortitude.
so
I
these
mean,
ones
they're
are
ill.
pretty easy to kill. These
These ones are
not
less
as much.
chunky. Okay. These are the chunky boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a feeling. That's why I also like put myself toward them. They just look chonky.
I know
Yeah.
it wasn't popular, but I did like how 40 used the minion system for fights like this.
They're big
Fiffle
chonky.
disengages. Jackie, you're up.
Okay. I'm still stealth, so I'm actually going to move over here, seeing that this guy's still up.
Okay.
And I will clobber this guy with my magic fists attacks.
Alright.
Get him. Fuck him
I'm
up.
trying, I'm trying.
Kiss him.
Clobber.
Wait.
Yes.
That hits.
Mm.
Both of those hit. Alright. This spirit is fading, but it still seems to be maintaining its spectral form.
Okay, I'm gonna use another. I will use a key point to do a flurry of blows
Okay.
against it.
Well, that hits. Go ahead and roll. Well, that 9 misses, but the 5 hits. And with that, Jackie, you're able to destroy the spirit as you just kind of like punch through, and its kind of spectral form dissipates into the water.
Totally.
Perfect.
I was
And
just like, punch the ghost dead.
the captain, seeing 2 of his crew just, ha! Have at thee! And he is going to move 5, 10 towards you, Graham, and he's going to swipe at you
jeez.
with his saber.
Okay.
So
Misses.
he goes to cut, but you're able to like duck back in time.
Hell yeah.
I feel that, bro. I feel that red number.
All right, Jackie, did you wish to do anything else?
That guy's dead. There's nobody within attacking range of me. I'm gonna move over here towards this guy.
Okay, I think you do have enough movement, even if you have like the half from your swimming. But
Yeah. It's why I barely moved.
Yeah.
I moved like one square last one. So then I will end my turn.
all right, on to the drowned crewmates. We're gonna have one go 5, 10. Then you just have a swim speed. All right, this one's gonna go up to you, Otto, and he is going to stab at you. He has this kind of like spectral pike, and he like just takes a stab at you.
No.
And Otto, you were kind of expecting your armor to deflect. What's your ace? What's your dexterity modifier?
1.
You were expecting your armor to just absorb this and turn it away as most others have. It passes through your armor and you can feel it bite into flesh.
Rude. Cool, but rude. Like Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, wait, no, that's the Ninja Turtles.
Dealing 12 slashing and 10 necrotic damage to you.
Is this something that shield would help with?
How much is... Yes, it would. How much does shield add to your AC?
Like 5.
It still would get through, but you realize this is like... These guys are using like a special spectral kind of weapons around them that... Now you realize, as you think back to the bodies you saw laid out in front, why their clothing looked undamaged, but their bodies...
Cool.
Gotcha.
Nice Chekhov's ghost saber.
The others are going to move 5, 10, 15. They're actually going to... Actually, you know what? Before we go this one is going to look at... Yeah, he's going to look at Fiffle.
Yeah, don't look at me.
And he is going to fix you with this, like, burning, glowing stare. I would like for you to give me a wisdom save, please.
You're in range.
Yep, you will get the benefit of Otto's aura. Okay, well, you do pass. So, you initially feel a kind of sense of dread, but with Otto's kind of warming aura around you, you're able to suppress it.
Auto just like you stand. Hold fast, Spiffle.
Okay, just gonna check, yeah. 20. Yeah, we'll go here. 10, 15. One's gonna head over to you, Graham, and he's gonna try and stab at you with his pike.
Okay. That will hit. Especially if he's using the same shit.
Yeah.
So,
What's your dex modifier? Probably. Like,
his dex is actually pretty decent if I remember right. He's got a 12, so +1.
okay.
Some of his AC isn't from the armor itself, but I don't think I would be able to stand up to a 21. That would hit me with my armor.
Yeah. But you're kind of like seeing Otto get stabbed. You're kind of attempting to dodge away, and you're acting as if you are unarmored, which is your dex modifier +10.
You're fine.
But it does manage to
Very
stab you,
much.
getting 4 slashing and 3 necrotic damage.
Okay. Still got 10 HP.
Auto's
Yeah,
like
5,
are too lucky.
20. It's going to fix you, Graham, with a stare. Please give me a wisdom save.
Okay. And I am, I think, just outside the bubble.
You are just
Yeah.
by 5 feet.
Okay.
How big is the bubble?
19.
Yep, but you're fine.
I went to school for this.
25, 30. It's going to fix you, Jackie, with a stare, and you can see the burning eyes. Give me a wisdom save, please.
Motherfucker.
Your sunglasses. Use your sunglasses.
And you are fine. You're able to avoid the kind of creeping dread that this creature is attempting to burn into you. 25, 30, and it's going to make a roll to check. It's actually going to look at Aurora. It's going to look at Aurora, and it's going to, like, attempt to do the same thing. I would like Aurora to make a wisdom save, please.
First.
+5.
Yes. Plus.
Aurora is fine, and the ghost giving her a hard stare does not affect her.
She just does the head tilt.
Aurora knows no fear. It dealt
Yeah, she
with
growls
Kaido.
at him. She growls at him.
It dealt with Kaido.
On to the captain's turn. Yeah, the captain is... Yeah, Graham is going to swipe at you with its cutlass,
That'll hit.
dealing 11 slashing and 5 necrotic damage as you can feel like your blood run cold where it strikes you.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I forgot about your necrotic damage? I have resistance to it, so I took half of that to the armor.
Okay. Yeah, if you have any sort of necrotic resistance, you will just round that down.
Yeah, I mean it's literally half. So
Yeah, half rounded down if it's an odd number,
Yeah.
I should say.
yeah.
And then the captain is gonna look at you, Fern, and he lets out this kind of like horrifying, shriekish, like sound that only you seem to be able to hear, as nobody else seems to react to it. I would like for you to make a wisdom save, please.
He's an asshole.
So,
And you are actually frightened. And just because I haven't had to do a frightened in a little while, I'm just trying to remember what it does precisely.
I was about to ask too.
You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within the line of sight. You also cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear. The captain is within your sight. On to the press gang. We'll start with the one that is fighting Jackie. It has this kind of strange little, like, spectral, in essence, a long dagger, and it's just gonna stab at you, Jackie.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, we're gonna have... Yeah, 3 of them move towards you, and they all attack in unison, utilizing that 19. Does the 19 hit?
It doesn't. It's not going to use my normal armor class, or it is.
I believe you're unarmored because you're a monk.
Yes, but I still have an armor class, right?
Yeah, so your armor class is just what it is because you're unarmored. You have
It's
special...
17.
Okay, so that does hit, but... So they're going to deal 4 slashing damage to you.
All of them combined?
They only hit, like... So basically it's a group attack. So basically 3 are going to gang up on you, and they all kind of attack in unison.
Okay. Understood. Ow!
Asshole.
Paper
Yeah.
cuts.
Jerk!
Watch out for the paper cuts.
3 of them move towards you, Fiffle, and they're going to do the same thing where they're going to attack in unison.
Ooh.
What's your armor class, or what's your dex modifier? Probably pretty high as a rogue.
So my AC is 15, and my Dex modifier is 4.
Okay, so they just managed to hit you. Dealing
Oh.
4 slashing damage to you.
Paper cuts.
Even the 14?
Yeah.
Shocked.
Because they're cutting right through your, they're like bypassing your armor with their spectral blades, as it's
Yeah.
able to just pass through a solid object until it hits your flesh.
It's a piercing attack, basically. So your armor, you act unarmored.
Alright, so I take 8.
You take 4.
4.
3 of them are ganging up on you guys to do their group attack, as it is.
Yeah, they're like the shambling hordes.
Okay.
Oh, I remember those. Wow, it's been a while.
Got it.
These are going to move 2 gram, and they're going
My
to do the
turn.
same thing where they're going to slash it at you,
There's just a parade to the north of me.
dealing 4 slashing damage.
They
Me?
like that number.
They don't hit super hard, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's gotta be.
Was that last one to me?
Yes, it was. Yep.
Thought so. Sure.
30. This one is actually here. Seeing that you've been frightened, Fern, it's going to use its action to dash through you. And you see it transform into a kind of horrifying, stretched out skeleton look, and it just rushes through you, and you can feel your blood run cold as it goes through you, and you take 3 necrotic damage.
Rude,
yeah,
Cool.
it was rude.
but rude.
Ooh, and I did not mean to stretch that guy up. Okay. surrounds Jackie, and it's going to take a swipe at you.
Get away from me! Misses.
But it misses, yeah. As they, like, the daggers, 3 daggers come at you from all different sides, and you're able to just kind of, like... I will describe how you dodge, like, just 3 different daggers from all different directions stabbing at you.
I mean, obviously I'm just using some drunken vibes, loose, like water.
Yeah.
Just, flowing around like Jackie Chan would.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's when you're going to a dance floor with your drink and you don't want to drop it in the club.
Alright. The other ghosts really see that you're kind of surrounded, so they're not going to get too close. So, Graham, you're up.
Alright. Time for microwave.
I want French toast.
I don't know if any of these guys are from countries analogous to France, but I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And I'm going to upcast it, actually. Let me double check how exactly that works on Spirit Guardians. Ugh. This mouse is so bad.
No, I almost thought you were going to do your,
Spiritual weapon?
No, the other thing clerics do.
Oh,
Channel
turn
Divinity.
undead?
Yeah.
I thought about it. I do have one use of that resource left, but I might need it for a Falcon Punch for the captain or something.
Yep. But your microwave is still a very good thing to try.
Yeah, so Graham is gonna do Spirit Guardians and Necrotic. Actually, is there any benefit to upcasting it? Oh, there it is. It increases by 1d8 for every slot above 3rd.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a 4th level spell slot, so it'll be doing an extra d8 each time. And I'm gonna do the radiant damage for him this time.
And it's 15-foot radius?
Yep.
Alright.
Hang on, yeah. Cast as level 4. Boosh.
Alright. Let's see here.
Alright,
Okay.
guys.
4d8
48.
each
Okay.
time.
Alright, guys. Intermission time.
Alright. I'm going to start from this guy going left to right, top to bottom.
Do you want me to do like 1 damage roll and then they'll either take half or take full?
Yes, please.
Alright. It will be 16 radiant.
Alright. So let's do... Wisdom save.
Damn.
Okay, first one passes. Second one fails. Then we need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so...
Two have passed so
The
far.
last, really?
The 20 and the 19.
Yep. Okay, well. So that's literally the first and the last guy here.
The Alpha and the Omega.
And Graham, it doesn't actually matter how much damage you do because they are minions, so you are able to just destroy
Hell yeah.
so many of them. So many.
Just kind of gets
As-
breathed in the same kind of eerie, like pale light, but it's a brighter, dayish kind of shade, and it just like tears them to shreds.
Now on to the actual crewmates, who are made of sterner things, so once again, top to bottom, left to right. Nope. Nope.
Yep.
One of them passes. Alright, and they're going to take, oh my god, what did I say? 16.
Yep.
And I just want to confirm one thing very quickly,
I
just make sure I'm not
believe
going to
eight for the ones
deny
you
you
saved.
anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, not a problem. So let me just do 16, right? Yeah, 16. Okay. And the one that's passed, I'm assuming he just takes half of that?
Yep.
Okay.
I think the captain gets it too.
He does, I just gotta go and actually...
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my captain impression. Oi! Me crew!
Oh, and actually these guys gotta take that. All right, and then the captain is going to take. Actually, the captain's just going to decide yeah, he's gonna try it, and he's actually gonna decide no, he does in fact pass it.
Nice. Legendary action?
Yep.
Nice.
Bastard.
Alright, they are going to swarm me to beat that back down. And I don't think... So that was a spell, and I believe that one is an action cast. Yep. So I would only be able to cast a bonus action cantrip. And I don't think I have any bonus action cantrips. I could move, but there's no real point to that either, because I wouldn't get anybody new in the radius that I can see.
You would get my I was gonna move up to you regardless.
I'll do that so I'm within save range of you, and that won't.
You are now. You are absolutely now. I'm still gonna move up because I want to get Jack in save range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huddle up. And Graham continues to square up, and that's my turn.
Vern, you're up.
Okay. Burn, hello. I'm going to summon a beast. The dolphin is returning.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh gosh, he's got an intern.
Somehow the dolphin has returned.
The dolphin is returned. I guess, let's see. It can go... I can just go right here right for now. Next to me.
Okay. You see
I
a
think...
dolphin?
Yeah, I kind of see it.
I can change the color if need be.
It kind of blends in, but I can see it.
Let me go.
What
Make
ties
it-
the dungeon together?
Get red. Or something.
Yeah, like orange or something.
Yeah, orange is a good color. There we go.
The
Okay.
orange dolphin.
So that was my action.
Mhm.
And I think it goes just right after me in turn order. So then Aurora can bite this dude right here.
All right. Go ahead and have Aurora roll. All right. That misses, unfortunately.
And do I stay frightened? Can I get rid of the being frightened at any point?
It will go away eventually.
Okay, it just goes away. I can't get rid of it. Okay.
Yeah, let me just verify. Yep. Okay. But that's your turn. That's Aurora's turn. So now it's the dolphin.
The beast.
The
The
beast.
dolphin will attack this dude right here.
All right.
Let's a d20 plus 4
Dolphin dude.
to attack. What? Nope, that's the wrong thing. That's not what I meant to do.
I'll take it.
It's 13 plus 4.
Yeah,
Okay, that hits.
right. It's plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah, plus 4. Okay, that hits. Okay, and then it is. Hold on.
First, you like the 46.
Where is it? D8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. Okay.
Okay. So
That's a D8 plus 6.
it's you rolled a d6.
I hit the roll. Gosh.
There
Okay.
we go. A 6 plus
12.
a 6. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You just see this dolphin just kind of like. Does it hit it with the tail, or does it just kind of like poke it real hard?
Pokes it real hard with its nose.
All right.
Battle dolphin.
All right.
He trained with the Navy SEALs.
Otto, you're up.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
No, the thing disconnected. That's fine. Okay. Which one got which one succeeded the save?
Yeah, no. This guy.
The one,
This
okay.
guy. There we are. I was trying to ping him, but it was like being weird.
That was pretty
yeah.
neat. Okay, I'll move up 1.
Okay.
And I shall swing at it's way
Uh,
over.
Ed, real
Yeah.
quick. When their turns start, they also will roll to take full or half damage from me again as well.
Okay, that is true.
So you might be able to prioritize a target better off.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go for this one. I will bonus action use Hexblade Curse on him.
This
This
guy?
one, yeah.
Okay.
So I will crit with a 19, and then I will swing twice at him.
Okay.
I will swing with authority.
Okay.
But that's not really a 19.
Yeah, it's not a natural 19, but that does hit.
And then I'll do the next one.
That one actually. Let's see here. That's. I wish I could.
No, it would need to be a 30.
Yeah, it's a 14. Okay, so none of those are natural 19s, but they both hit. So.
And I will Divine Smite once at level 1.
Okay. Which gets upscaled by 1 because they're undead.
Yep. And yes.
Plus 18. Okay.
Yep. And that should. Yes, that should be it. Yes, that is it.
All right.
So everybody except for Fern is in my aura now.
Okay. All right. Did you wish to do anything else?
No, I have no other fancy options left at my disposal.
Fiffle, you're up.
Can I sabotage? Let's see here.
Also, wow, 3 6s. That I feel dirty.
What's the circle? Did they get AoE'd in this?
That's my dolphin.
Oh.
Yeah, Fiffle, there's a
Oh,
glowing
I mean, yeah.
A glowing
orange dolphin.
French.
What's this green area?
That is Graham's microwave field.
Got it. Well, I seem to be surrounded by these guys. I choose to stab this guy.
Okay.
That one's injured.
Sweet.
Hmm.
I will not have any advantages. I think I just stab him.
That hits. Go ahead and roll
Wow.
damage. Okay.
10 damage.
And sneak attack.
Oh.
He's next to an ally of yours.
Hopefully he was busy.
Okay. That is enough to vanquish the foe.
Cool.
Be gone, monster.
The
Bonus action
captain.
disengage, just move like 1 space away.
Okay. Yeah, the captain looks at the one you just destroyed, and he just yells, "Back on your feet!" And the creature is, you can see the spectral energy restore.
Hmm.
Wow, he really liked that guy.
It's fave.
He didn't care about it, the other one.
Based off of that, I Otto's just gonna assume that they come in like groups.
He's got legendary actions.
I don't know that. I'm just assuming he keeps them. If the group doesn't get destroyed, he can bring it back. That's
Yep.
my in-character assumption.
All right. Let's see. That's Fiffle. That's your turn.
Yes, the stabbing and the moving. Yes.
Okay. Jackie, you're up.
Okay, these are just corpses all around me, right? Except for this guy.
They're kind of like the shimmering spectral energy, but they've lost their form.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will attack this guy with my fists.
Okay.
Seems to be the last one that's not. It still has life to his spectral energy.
Well, that does hit. So yes, both of those hit.
Die, motherfucker!
Not gonna
Alright.
have life anymore.
Well, okay, so that first attack destroys the creature. And you just
Great.
punch through, and like it kind of explodes into a cloud of green spectral energy. So if you would like, you could move and attempt to attack a second one. You'd have to re-roll that attack, that 19, but
That's fine. I'll move to. I'll just step over his spectral energy here. And I will attack this guy here that Otto is attacking.
all right. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. As you kind of punch this. Yeah, normally the ghost here wouldn't expect to get punched to do so much damage, but you've been able to just practice so much you can
Magic
punch a ghost.
fists. Yes. I'm also going to spend a key point and continue punching him.
Okay.
Punch
Hits.
again.
Go ahead and roll damage. 5. Okay.
Punch.
All right.
We just keep punching him.
Yeah. You've just wailing on this one ghost who looks a little more surprised.
Fuck you, yeah, you hate it.
Yeah, bitch.
The captain looks to you, Graham, and he begins to just whisper these horrible, almost undecipherable words into your ear, and only you seem to really be able to hear it. But you are going to suddenly just take 2 psychic damage.
All right.
I guess roll to, maintain concentration.
Ah, yes.
Guess what? You pass.
I don't know, man. If you take that 0 away, it might be close.
Yeah, the spectral whisperings maybe less than the captain was expecting for you.
Graham's just used to this shit. This is his job.
Alright, on to the crewmates. They are going to start once again top to bottom as they go through this. Okay, so we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, okay. None of them pass, so just give me one single damage roll, please.
Will do. Get absolutely microwaved. 19 radiant.
Okay, dokie. Let me just go make sure these numbers are right.
Remember, I upcast it.
Yep. No, I'm just trying to do math real quick in my brain.
I see.
It would have been nice if it was just one more damage, so it would have been even.
Oh, we gotta do this guy too. Oh, actually, he
He
does.
makes it.
Okay, so he's only take
Takes 9.
half. Yep. And the captain, of course. Okay.
He takes 19.
Okay. Okay.
Captain Drownbeard.
All right. So this one here is going to go first. Graham, he is going to stab at you with his pike. Missing.
Okay.
The other
Fortunate.
ones go in because they're not stupid.
That one will miss, I think, because I have some other bonuses to my armor class other than the armor itself.
Okay. This
Which one was that one this one?
Yeah, let me double check exactly how the AC gets broken down,
Sure.
because I don't want to get that wrong. Okay, hang on. So I've got +1 dex, and I've got. I'm looking for my magic items. They're kind of weird on this sheet.
Yeah, if you have something like a magic cloak that gives like a +1,
Yes,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I got something like that for sure. I would not be able to have this AC.
Okay.
I assume they also ignore a shield bonus.
they ignore if you're using a shield. Yes, if you use the
Yeah.
shield spell,
Okay.
that's different.
Would they ignore the magic bonus of a magic shield?
They would. They would ignore the shield. They would not ignore the +1 it gave.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. So I was trying to describe it in a way, and I was like,
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, bear with me. My sheet is a fucking mess.
"There's a bear with you."
Bear with me. I swear to God. Alright, I know how I can look at it like this. Armor class would be. God damn it. It's really irritating, actually. It's very difficult to find. Oh, nope, that wouldn't do it. I'll write them down somewhere else. Sorry.
I'm actually gonna do something quickly too, so I'll just do it that way. Okay.
What is a weapon? Oh, with Green Dragon Skill plate that I'm wearing. So that would be 18. Okay, no, my AC would be 11, I think.
Okay. Alright, so we'll do the first one here.
Hang on, before you do that, sorry, I meant to say that sooner. I was going to cast Shield.
Okay.
So that would make my AC 16 to them for the duration of the round.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So this one just attacked. So we're going to have this guy next to Otto. He's also going to attack you. Okay, that one does
That'll
hit.
hit.
Dealing
Oof.
12 slashing and 10 necrotic for a total of 22 damage.
Damn.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
not
one
bad.
you'll have
That's
to
going to
make.
need a concentration check. Hang
Yep.
on, 22 damage.
And I'll set note that at the end of it.
And I do get the +5 because it's a save. 21. I think I'm good.
Yep, I think it's half.
Yeah, half or 10, whichever's higher.
Yeah, okay. And then this one... Well, this one's not going to move away from Otto, so what it's going to do is it's going to stab at Otto. Dealing 9 slashing and 7 necrotic damage.
Half rounded down.
If you have necrotic resistance, then yeah, it'll be 3. 3 necrotic.
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, I have the armor.
Yep.
This one, when it attacked, I
Graham?
will not know that. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. That does hit. Go ahead, roll damage. And with the magic sword, you would destroy the creature.
And I will heal for 5.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's 2. So I just take 7 damage.
Alright, this one
Right.
here is going to move 5, 10. It's going to look to Fern. And it's going to fix you with a ghostly stare. Fern, give me a DC... a wisdom save, please. Okay. Okay, that's... Yeah. Fern, you take 28 psychic damage.
Ow.
What?
You're already frightened of the captain, and then when the ghost fixes you with the stare, it just, like, burrows right into your skull. Also, I gotta check something. Is your Son and Beast a Constitution? Does it
Yeah,
require...
it's concentration.
Concentration, yep. Please give me a, concentration check, then. You're able to pass.
Dolphin Stoker.
Okay. And then this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to go up to Fiffle, and it's going to stab at you with its pike. But it's going to miss.
Yay!
Good.
Okay, I already rolled for the captain. Wait, I think I rolled for the captain.
You did. He failed. He got like a 10.
Yeah, okay. So I already...
Yeah, he took his damage.
Yep, okay. I should have waited till his turn, but I guess it's just more efficient.
40-10, you rolled a 28. Ouch.
Yeah, they, Yeah. Alright, so... Graham, this guy is going to swipe at you with his cutlass to the best of his ability. Failing. But that second one
will
hits for 12 slashing and 7 necrotic damage.
Okay, and let me do the con save, Boogaloo, and take the damage. This will be at +5. Oh, never mind.
Alright, you pass.
Okay, damn. I'm getting mowed down. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right.
All right, I'm at 24.
And Fern, with the captain's turn passing, you can feel the fear that had been gripping you leave you.
Yay.
Murder time.
Alright, onto the press gang.
Die.
Actually, I think they need to go. Okay, maybe, I think I did forget to do the captain, actually, because he's starting his turn, so I think I'd still have to do it a second time. But he passes.
So he would take half of a new roll or the current one?
Just give me a new roll, because I gotta do the press gang who fails. Well, that one doesn't need to worry about damage, because he has a special minion.
Hang on, one more.
11. It's a higher one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 27?
Yep, 27 or 13 for half.
Okay.
That was a good roll.
Let me just make sure I'm getting the math right there.
The microwave flares up in intensity as Graham bleeds.
Alright. Okay, so there's a couple of them left. One's gonna move up to Fern. Oops, I closed the thing by mistake. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, 3 of them are gonna move to Fern, and they are going to attempt to stab at her. But they are gonna fail.
Yeah.
And the other one doesn't have the ability because it has to attack as a group, so he's going to do nothing. Graham, you're up.
Nice.
Imagine being able to fail a group shanking.
He's like, I don't have any friends.
God, this is... Caesar would have lived if you clobs were in charge. I have mass cure wounds, but I think I'm the only one who's sufficiently jacked up right now.
Doing burn.
Bird's taking some damage, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at 57 though, so it's not as bad.
Okay.
I'm, yeah. Oop, ignore that. Didn't mean to click it. Because unfortunately, mass cure wounds is kind of more niche. I don't have any good single target heals. Because I'm stubborn. Alright, well, fuck it. I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'm probably going to upcast it.
Okay, I'm going to put
Yep.
this... there it is.
So for every 2 slot levels above second. So I'm going to use another 4th level spell slot to create the Spiritual Weapon.
Where would you like it?
Let's see.
I just put it next to you for right now. You can control it.
Yeah. Still got the captain up on my bizzo. We'll put it back here.
Okay.
And it's going to attack. As usual, ignore the stat line on this. This is just for the swing.
Yep.
26 to hit.
Well, the 26 definitely hits.
Okay. And it'll do an additional, I think 1d8 per 2 levels. Yeah.
Get my calculator out.
So that will be 2d8 plus 4 force damage, specifically.
Okay. Go ahead and roll them bones. And you're factoring in the extra because it's against an undead?
No, it's force.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the Sunblade description. Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
This is just a bonus action. I haven't attacked yet.
Yeah, so that's 9 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that's right. These guys are all undead. Of the spiritual crew left next to me, do any look particularly beat up or discorporated?
They all appear to be identically beat up, but they have
Okay.
seemed to have suffered a pretty significant amount of damage. But their form still maintains a relatively solid look to them.
All right. Well, screw it. I'm gonna fucking duel the captain.
Okay.
I'm going to actually use the Sunblade on him.
Dude.
26 to hit.
That does hit.
It'll be 15 base damage,
Okay.
plus 1 more for undead. And because I'm a death cleric, I also deal 1d8 necrotic, and I ignore resistance. I don't know if he's immune, but if he only resists necrotic, he takes 7 more.
Let me just verify. Yeah. Okay. So, and you're factoring in that 1d8 extra?
The 1d8 extra is, yeah, it's all factored in.
Okay. Alright, so 15 plus 1 plus 7.
23 plus the 9 from the hammer plus the microwave going on.
All right. The captain accepts your duel, and using one of his legendary actions, he is going to slash at you with his cutlass,
Oof, that'll hit.
dealing 15 damage, 13 slashing, 2 necrotic.
Oof, I am almost down.
Damn, he challenged. How heroic! He challenged the captain while horribly injured.
Oh yeah, and a concentration check.
Yes, please.
Nice.
Pass. Okay. Then we will go to Fern. Now, it's a little past 9. Do we want to keep playing, or do we want to pick it up next week?
I'm good cutting it here. Kind of a good cliffhanger.
Yeah. With Graham dueling the captain and the rest of the crew, we will end it here, and we will pick this up next week.